expensive, you know that?
I'm hygienist a little bit, but not in a negative way. I just like extremely expensive things.
Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to be coming to you guys with a hygiene video. This was a requested video, but also I wanted to do this because I know I have a lot of female subscribers and I would love to help you guys learn how to keep it fresh down there. I kind of teach myself in a way. So I'm going to be teaching you guys just some of the things that I've learned from personal experience, and hopefully you guys will get a lot of tips and advice on what you should do for your situation. So if you guys are interested in getting this info, get your pens and pads ready and let's get right into it. Okay guys, so I have a whole little bowl of everything that I need to talk about. Excuse the background, if you guys hear the sirens, it'll go away. But yeah, in this bowl is pretty much my vagina bowl. Just everything that I need when I need to freshen up, when I feel like something's coming that shouldn't be there. So yeah, let's get into it. The first thing I want to show you guys, I'm gonna start from like where it started and then like each thing that I learned along the way, pretty much like the sequence of how I learned. So this is where it all started. I just want to show you guys the birth control I use, so you know, get some background information. I use the low estrogen pills. I know a lot of you guys might do the implant. There's so many different forms of birth control, like the implant, the thing they put up the ring they put up there. It's a lot of different things. I even heard there's like a patch now or something, I don't know. But I stick to this because I don't know, this is what I've been using since I was 16. Honestly, I know birth control is horrible for you, like it's not natural and it's not good for you, but listen, we're not doing kids. I've been taking birth control, the low estrogen, since I was 16 years old, and I know it's not good for you because when I did get off of it, it was the worst. Like, I had so much anxiety, like I was throwing up, I couldn't eat, it was just bad. So beware if you guys do decide to get on that. But yeah, but also I just had a lot going on with that too. I don't know, it could have been a combination. Before I started taking birth control, I never had any Before I started taking birth control, I never had any, you know, things wrong down there. I never had a yeast infection, never had BV, I'm pretty sure that's the same thing. I never had like a UTI, none of that, until I started taking birth control. And my doctor, a lot of doctors that I've spoken to, they all say birth control is kind of the stem of those type of things. So the first thing, of course, they started doing was giving me antibiotics and stuff like that for it. And honestly, antibiotics, they help for like 2 weeks or whatever, but I feel like it'll come back. Like, so I took that about 3 times for a yeast infection. I only had a UTI once in my life. But for yeast infections, I was getting them pretty frequently when I first started taking birth control. But yeah, so I started taking antibiotics, and first of all, the pills are disgusting. They're big, they're huge. They're like chalky. They get stuck in your throat. I'm not a pill taker either, so it was just not for me. So what I did was I reached out to a holistic doctor because my family is actually really into not taking medications like that are prescribed from a pharmacy or doctor or whatever, because those type of medications are really not good for you. They cause other problems or they make your body dependent on them. So I would highly recommend holistic doctors, oils, and just natural remedies for the issues that you have in general. But anyways, so I went to a holistic doctor, and the holistic doctor told me to start taking probiotics. So these are the probiotics I take. These are the Spring Valley multivitamin 5 billion strain and 7 strains, 5 billion active culture, 7 strains, digestive health and immune system pills. Okay, so let me show you guys. This is what it looks like. You can get this from Walmart. Yeah, and it comes with 30, and then I think it's like $10, something like that. But you can also, I highly recommend going to your local health. It's like a natural health store. I have one around my house, and a lot of people do. You just have to Google it. But originally I was getting mine from there, but they were like $20, so that was too much for me to keep buying every month. And I was actually taking the gummy form of probiotics, and probiotics really is helpful for yeast infections and keeping your body regulated. I started taking that, and it really helped. Like when I would stop taking it, I would get one, so I knew that it was helping me. But with anything, your body just kind of adapts to it, so it wasn't helping as much as it was. So I did, after a while, get another one. So that time I actually went back to the doctors, and they prescribed me with the antibiotics again. And I did take it just because I had already went, so I was like, you know, kind of like fuck it. Then it came back again, y'all. So I'm like, oh hell no, like something got give. So I just started doing my own research and stuff like that, and then I found the key. This is what I found. Okay, so this is what I found, and this is the key to success when it comes to curing, getting rid of whatever you want to call it, yeast infections. What I do is take like a plastic spoon or something and scoop out 2 scoops of coconut oil. This is organic, unrefined. Make sure you get unrefined because that's the best for down there. Just got organic coconut oil, and I use coconut oil for everything because I have like I have mild eczema like underneath my underarms, and it comes and goes. So I just use this for that, and it clears it up. It's just amazing. And coconut oil is good for taking off your makeup. I just use coconut oil for a lot of things. So I already had this. But like I said, you just take like 2 scoops out of here, and then you add, this is optional. You really don't even need this, but I feel like it helps, you know, freshen it up and like get rid of it better, if that makes sense. Like it's a more strong thing to add to the mixture. So I got some tea tree oil. This is 100% pure essential oil. Now, never use this by itself. Never use tea tree oil by itself. It's a very strong oil. It's a cleansing oil. So what I do is take 2 drops of tea tree oil and mix it in with the coconut oil, and you have to heat it up, mix it up together. Coconut oil melts really fast. You only got to put it in the microwave for like 15 to 20 seconds, and just put it in something, of course, that's microwave safe, and mix it up. And then what you do is take a tampon. Now, I have never used tampons. Even when I did, I don't get a period anymore, really. But when I did, I never used tampons. So I told somebody that I was talking to, and this is not recent, okay? Okay, so I told a guy I was talking to go pick me up some tampons, like find the smallest ones you could possibly find. I've been using ever since. These are the U by Kotex Click Design Small Protects Big tampons. I don't know, but they're really, really small, you guys. You don't need to put the plastic part up you. So I was happy about that too. And they look like this. So pretty much you just take the white part. I'm not gonna push it out because I don't need it right now. Take the white part, the cotton, out of the dispenser, and just take it out completely and soak it in the coconut and tea tree oil for like, the longer you soak it, the more potent it's gonna be. But I would say just do it for like 5 to 10 minutes. I'll put it in there when I get in the shower, then when I get out, I'll just put it up there. But yeah, just let it soak. And what I do is, once it's done soaking, I take it out of the coconut oil, and I kind of take the extra, because it will be really like, it'll be a lot of oil, and you just take the extra and like spread it around on the outside, because even if you don't have a yeast infection or whatever, you can always put coconut oil down there. Like, it's 100% safe, I promise y'all. It just keeps it fresh, and I don't know, I love it. Oh, this is crazy that I'm talking about this on YouTube. And so you just take the cotton and you spread it, like paint it on your vagina, okay, on the outside. So you know your lips, this is your lips, so you just paint it right around your clit and all that, and then like you put it around the hole, the entrance, and then you stick it up there, and you stick it up there until you know you can't really, you know how to put a tampon in, yo, deep enough to where it can, you know, do its job, and you take it out in the morning. Make sure you pee before you do this too. That's key, because if you pee and it's already up there, you have to take it out. No, you can't just let that stay up there. So make sure you pee. That you do for like 3 to 4 days, or sometimes maybe 5 if it's like really bad. Because I heard some people say, oh, this isn't really gonna cure it if it's already like fully a yeast infection, like it's really bad. But that's not true. I've done it when that's happened, and it just took longer days. Like I did it for like 4 or 5 days instead of like 3 to 4 days, and it cleared up. So it does work, you guys. It really does work. It takes away the smell, takes away the itch, takes away the whole infection. I promise you, it works. That's like my secret weapon. Ever since I started doing that, I've never had to go to the doctors or get antibiotics and none of that, because you know that shit's repetitive and it's annoying. Like, you know, you don't have to go to the doctors for them to tell you you have a yeast infection once you've had it for a certain amount of time. And I don't want you guys to feel like because you keep getting them, like you're weird or you're dirty or whatever. Like, that's not the case. It's 90% or something like that, 85 some shit, 85%, 90% of women get yeast infections, and especially if you're on birth control, it's like your body is not in its natural state. So it's like, you know, you're gonna get them. It's all about knowing how to take care of it. It's 100% natural. It happens to a lot of people. We're grown. Just take care of it and just maintain your cleanliness and just catch it as soon as you start noticing the signs. Also, take your probiotics. I do still take my probiotics on a regular basis just to help prevent it from even occurring. And if I don't take probiotics, I'll take my multivitamins that have like vitamin D and some other stuff in it that helps with your immune system. So anything that helps with your immune system or digestive system is going to help down there too. That's my number 1 tip. The other thing is Summer's Eve. I know everybody knows about Summer's Eve, but of course I had to include this in a hygiene video. I feel like every girl should be using Summer's Eve, even though I feel like it's probably a soap out there that's underrated and could be better for you than Summer's Eve. I feel like Summer's Eve is a really good soap to use to keep your pH balanced, and you can even use this on the outside of your vagina. I never put any soap inside my vagina. I don't believe in that. I don't stick no washcloth. I heard people say they stick a washcloth up their vagina to clean it out. No, I'm not doing that. Your vagina is supposed to naturally cleanse itself, so and all you should be doing to help that process is using water. So I'll put my leg up and get some water running up in there, but other than that, that's about it. I'll clean the outside of my vagina, and yeah, it's good, okay? Don't be sticking no washcloths up there. I haven't personally tried this myself, but I did get it when I went to the grocery store to get another jar of coconut oil, because the one I had I ran out of, just in case it didn't work when I did that. But this is garlic, okay? This is garlic. It has a lot of cloves or whatever. I think you only need 1 clove or 2 cloves, I don't know. I did research this as well, and it's 100% safe for you. So what you do is take a clove out, take a needle and thread. After it's sanitized, and you puncture the garlic clove okay? And then you let it sit for like an hour. And then after you let it sit for like an hour, you put the thread through the garlic clove and you stick it up there, and then the thread will hang so like a tampon, and then you can take it out in the morning, and you do that for like 3 days as well, and your yeast infection is cleared up. I think that's like a Caribbean thing, a remedy for that Caribbeans came up with. I don't know, but all the videos I seen, it was like Caribbean women doing that. So I think that's dope that they came out with that, but it just kind of turned me off, I'm not gonna lie. I prefer to do the coconut oil. It's a lot faster, and I'm familiar with coconut oil, so that's what I did. But if the coconut oil thing doesn't work for you for some reason, I would say try the garlic clove. Another thing that I've researched as well is taking this bowl. That's kind of why I have this bowl, but you can just take a bowl that's big enough for your butt, and your butt pretty much to fit in. So I got this bowl from the dollar store. So you just take a bowl like that, and then you take some hot water and put it in there, and you add some sea salt, put it in there, add a couple drops of tea tree oil, and let your like sit in it. You can't see me, but you like put your butt over it like this and let it do its thing. That's another thing I heard that helps too. So I have all that stuff because just in case, like the backup to the coconut oil, in case it just doesn't work for some reason. But it has worked for me. I've done it twice now, and the second time I did it, my yeast infection was pretty bad. I don't know how it got that bad because it was the first day that I noticed the symptoms, and it was just like full-on yeast infection. But yeah, so it worked for me both times, and I feel like it will continue to work. And I do use my coconut oil around my vagina on a regular basis. And I've been taking my probiotics. Okay guys, almost forgot to mention that you should be drinking a lot of water. Like, regardless if you're on birth control, if you're not on birth control, drink a lot of water. That will really help with anything, but also with keeping your stuff fresh. I cannot emphasize this enough. Just drink a lot of water, okay? It's vital. Another thing I would say is wear cotton underwear. I know a lot of people say that, but it really does make a difference. You want your vagina to be able to breathe and stuff like that. I used to use like panty liners that were 100% cotton and natural and all that stuff, but I feel like it still was kind of like blocking the airway for my vagina. Like it wasn't breathable because it was like a panty liner, you know? So I would say, yeah, the drinking water, wearing your cotton underwear. I'm not gonna say the cotton underwear thing, I feel like it's not as important as drinking water, but I think that it will help if you are consistently getting yeast infections, and especially if you wear like tight pants and stuff like that a lot, it will definitely help. And what else? Pineapple juice. Listen, the whole pineapple juice thing, I feel like it's true. It is true, but you can't just drink pineapple juice and then expect everything to be sweet. Like, you still have to, you know, kind of eat healthy and make sure other things are taken care of amongst the pineapple juice. If you drink pineapple juice and you eating how you're supposed to, you drinking water how you're supposed to, your shit's gonna be fire, okay? It's gonna be a missile. But if you're just drinking pineapple juice just before the what you want to use it for is happening and expecting it to be like the best, it's not. It don't really work like that. It will help, but it's not going to be as effective. Bam, it's not going to be as effective as it would if you were doing other things in the mixture. So yeah, I think that's everything. I think I covered everything. So let's just continue what I was saying. So yeah, I hope this video did help. I'm glad I got to do this. Actually, I'm glad I got it knocked out because I feel like I need to be helping y'all. Like, the fuck? Like, I feel like this is really gonna help y'all. This is tips that I've actually used myself and I vouch for. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you let me know if you feel comfortable, if you have tried these tips and if they worked for you. And let me know what other videos you guys want to see. It could be, I'm comfortable talking about anything. Like, I don't feel no type of way about talking about certain topics. So if you guys have anything you want to see in particular, just let me know down below, and if I can help, I will. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe, like, comment, turn your notification bells on, all that if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one.
Working, ain't ya? You don't have no time to lay up. You just tryna be somebody. For you say you need somebody.